Hello everybody, I'm Brother Henry Wright, and one of the brothers that made a fantastic impression on everybody here in Monsignor Farrell was the late Brother Matthew Sable. Brother Sable was an absolute gem. He was a man very dedicated to everything he did. He was dedicated to the Christian brothers, a vocation which he loved very, very dearly, which he was very proud of. He was extremely dedicated to the school and to the children that came here and under his tutelage. He was a fantastic mathematics teacher. He had a book, and he called it his Snoopy book. It was like a notebook that he made himself. And on the cover, a picture of Snoopy with numbers all around him and plus signs, minus signs, and it was something, easy steps to calculus. And what he had done, he had put in certain steps that the children could follow when doing these impossible mathematic problems, in which they could arrive at an answer quickly and correctly. He kept track of every boy that he ever had. Again, he was famous for notebooks. He had a notebook, and he kept in his notebook the names of all the kids that he had in class. He was very active in the football program. In fact, he was a great mentor to the famous Coach Barrett. In fact, he knew Coach Barrett when he was a high school student in New Rochelle. Barrett went to New Rochelle High School, where he was I believe he was the quarterback for their team, and Brother Sable was the coach of the Blessed Sacrament High School team. But they had a traditional rivalry, and it was through that he got to know Barrett. On Saturdays, Brother loved to watch the football games on TV. The college football games, and he would sit there with his famous notebook, and he was a phenomenon. The game would be progressing, and he would be sitting there, and he was able to write down the plays. You know, he knew what he was doing, and he would come up with plays. And on Tuesday morning, maybe whenever Brother Sable had a free period, he and Barrett would meet in the brothers' dining room for coffee, and out would come the notebook. And then he would start going over plays with Coach Barrett that they would practice in the afternoon. He would love to film the games, and I can still remember seeing him up on the top of the gym roof. How he ever got up there, God only knows. But he was up there on the gym roof, and he had the camera, and he had his crew with him, and he was taking the pictures. In community, he was just marvelous in community. Always very generous, very, very pleasant. Always had a very nice disposition. You could approach him about anything. One thing I believe is that he was always very interested in their welfare. He was very concerned about them. You know, he didn't doubt on them, but the kids knew that he really cared. You know, and if they needed any advice, he was always willing to, share whatever he had. But he was a tremendous influence, not only with the kids, but with the brothers also. He was very well thought of, extremely so. He was an absolute brilliant man.